What's going on, guys? It is Uncle Nick, and I've been getting a lot of questions asking how my Worlds qualifier is going for the official Strongman games. So I decided to make a video and explain exactly to you guys what is going on, where I'm ranked, how my submissions are going, give you the whole spiel, because as of right now, I've submitted all 3 videos. The 3 videos you have to submit are 3 events. And in those 3 events, you have to do a log clean and press away for 5 reps, which means you clean once, press away 5 times. Then you have to do a farmer's carry, 100 foot total, 50 foot down, turn, 50 foot back. No drops, max weight. And then the third one is a max effort deadlift. So 1 rep max, as heavy as you can go on a deadlift. Now, it doesn't matter which order you do them in, you just have to record you doing the lift, weighing the implement so they know it weighs what you say it weighs, and showing the plates as you take them off. Basically to keep everybody's integrity in check, so no one's out there saying they're pulling 800 pounds and they're actually pulling 6 something, whatever. The main thing is there's no standardization for a lot of these implements in Strongman. Like, we have 2 sets of farmers behind me. The ones on the ground are 50 pounds each hand, and the ones in the rack are 25 pounds each hand. So there's no real standardization between 2 implements in Strongman. I had a few hiccups with actually uploading the videos, keeping them under 1 gigabyte. Basically, all I did was fast forward through a lot of the walking and loading and unloading stuff. Just, you could still see what was going on. I just had to condense it and speed it up a little bit. I'm gonna go down the line with each event for you, how it went, what I was thinking, and where I'm ranked at the end of this video. So my first event was a log clean and press, 5 rep max, clean and press away. I did 275 pounds, which turned out to be not as difficult as I anticipated it to be. So with that being said, I don't need to make another submission going heavier, because right now I still am within that top 20. As you can see on one of the last reps, I did get a little out front, but it wasn't heavy enough to where I couldn't recover from it falling too far out in front of me, and I got it to the back of my head and completed that 5th rep. So all in all, I'm okay with 275 log clean and press, and I'm not gonna change it. I'm gonna leave that the way it is. We still have about 8 days left in this month, unless there's a big flux of people to knock me out of the qualifying range that submit in the last few days, then I will do so. But if not, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Second thing I submitted was the 675 pound deadlift. Now that, as you guys saw on the video when we went out and trained with Brian Shaw, what better place to hit a deadlift PR? That was a 20 pound PR for me, actually. I missed it actually 2 times before that, pulled it on the 3rd, and was super happy, especially at Shaw Strength, run all those guys, a lot of energy, and I credit that to why I was able to pull that in the moment. But a max deadlift is not something you can exactly come back and redo very often, because it is extremely taxing on your CNS. So you kind of got to go with what you get on that one. Obviously, I am happy with that lift. That is a lifetime PR. Moving on to the 3rd submission, which I had a lot of trouble actually uploading because it was such a big file. I carried 300 pound farmers each hand, down 50 foot, turn around that 50 foot line, come back, and the front of the farmers just had to break the line. You had to measure out the course, get all that on tape. You had to weigh the farmers. You had to measure the height of the top of the handle, had to be under 18 inches. So you had to get all this stuff on tape, and then when you were weighing it, you had to show the weight, you had to take the plates off, show that they are what they say they are. So by nature, that made it a big file. So that one actually took a lot of fine tuning going in and speeding up little segments to make it all under that 1 gigabyte max for the website. But I completed it, I got that done, and I was extremely happy for the 300 pounds each hand, because that did not go right the first couple times I tried it. Our top-loaded farmers are actually not the greatest for turning, because the plates run into each other and kind of overlap, which makes it a little bit harder to control in the turn. But after a few times of navigating and figuring out that turn, the 3rd time was a charm. We normally do it with the front-loaded farmers, and the timing in the turn is a little bit different. So I pretty much had to readjust everything about my turning and kind of refigure it out. And it took a few attempts, and when you have 300 pounds each hand, it makes things a little difficult, but I was actually really happy about that event because that was a PR. My last farmer's PR was well over a year ago, and it was 50 foot with like 325 each hand. It was definitely a huge personal win to carry 300 pounds each hand for 100 foot total with a turn involved, because that turn is a nail in the coffin. It takes a lot out of what your actual farmers could be, because your hands are doing this. It just completely changes the game. Well, that is my 3 events. So where am I ranked? Now, keep in mind, this ranking system can change every single day, depending on if there's a bunch of people holding out to the last minute to submit, which I would not be surprised. Like I said, this is eligible for anybody in the world. But as of right now, I'm ranked 21st. Just kidding, I'm not ranked 21st. I'm actually ranked in first place for my world submission by 16 kgs or 16 points, whatever it is. But I did want to bring you guys in on that and shed the light, which was a surprise to me, a delightful surprise at that, but like I said, it could change any given day, any given hour until the end of this month. That's when the qualifying ends. But that is about it for what I have to tell you on the qualifying. Just want to give you guys a quick update on that because there were a lot of questions on it, so I figured I would address it with an actual video. If you guys do have questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. But until the next time, you guys know what the deal is. Get out there, get after it, and embrace the suck.